hips down, close to your belly to the pole. Inside those, and a circle in front and then back. Up. Pull on your armpits. Pull on your armpits should be, yes. Bam, hands to the back. Then you can bend your legs. Keep your back arched. Let's go.
The history of pole dancing, it started in India and then it got taken from Vancouver. A lady kind of took it and put it into strip clubs. The genre we have now and what we see on TV and in clubs generally stems from black pole dancers in clubs. And that's what I would say my style is very much influenced by black strippers in clubs. That is my style is very heavily influenced by them. But you can have a variation of style. So you have like pole fitness, which is very much like tricks, strength. You have contemporary style, which is more flowy, taken in contemporary dance form and kind of stitching that together with pole dancing. Russian style, which is more influenced by heels and it's more to do with like foot placement. Chinese pole, which tends to be no shoes, no heels. It's usually like bare feet. So it started off in India, it went into the strip clubs, and now everybody's kind of added their little teaspoons of culture into it, which is really nice.
Hi, my name is Zenaida Kay, and I'm a business owner. So my first pole lesson, I think it was very challenging for me. I am by no means not like unfamiliar with dancing and being active in that way, but pole dancing itself was extremely difficult, and I was just learning the basics. Some of the basic requirements like posture, hand-eye coordination, and disassociation. So when the teacher was saying, look, you need to put your weight on your left foot, for example, I was putting the weight on my hands. So I had to learn to disassociate, putting the weight on my hands and putting it on my feet.
All your body weight is here. Now bring it up. So don't relax, touch your back. Don't relax. If you're kind of like that, you're hanging on your hand. Yeah? When you're hanging on your hands, it's difficult. Yeah? Right. This is not what we need. We need to sit on the, okay, can you do this way? We need to sit on our leg. Yeah? So.
My name is Destiny and I am a professional pole dancer, a performer, an instructor, and I'm a stripper.
I've been holding guns since the dawn of 16. Rubber grip, busy shit, be holding 16. Made 100K before I spotted 16. Now I'm training hitters and they only 16.
I started dance really young and stopped when I was around 16 years old, so when I left high school. And I started pole dancing when I was 18, so just when I'd started uni. I stayed in uni for the first year, and after that first year, which was a year since I started pole, I started to question like what it was that I wanted to do, and decided to take the route of being a professional pole dancer and going into the stripping industry.
Hi, my name's Talifa Lindo. Most people call me Tia. At the current moment, I am teaching pole fitness to other people. I haven't performed in a while, but I do want to perform. I do enjoy performing, especially when I'm not doing it constantly. I used to compete a few times. I've been in a few competitions. Not really my thing, not good for me, doesn't work for me mentally. To pole, my journey has been an up and down journey, I would say. A lot more ups now. In the beginning, there was some bumpy roads in the beginning. In regards to the actual sport itself, it's been great for my confidence, body confidence.
I'm Anamika Srivastav. I'm an actor and a dancer. I've been dancing for more than 10 years, I would say. I started very early, like when I was like 5 years old. Bharatanatyam lasts from 10 to like an hour and a half, the dance performances. And our dance, which we learn throughout the years, are usually from 10 to 15 minutes.
It takes a lot of skill to actually do pole dancing, even the basic things. My background when it comes to like dancing and that kind of thing is I'm a Caribbean girl. So I'm familiar with carnival, I'm familiar with soca, reggae, dancehall. They're very different skills. When you whine, you have to kind of keep your upper body up and just focus on moving your waist. Interestingly enough, in the pole dancing, she was telling me to keep my waist still and just focus on moving my upper body when it came to like doing warm-ups and getting ready for the session. So I had to do a lot of disassociation because my culture is more move the waist, and this is more like keep the waist still and focus on your upper body.
Indian classical dance form, Bharatanatyam, and pole dance are two different dance forms. If we talk about the physicality, one, which is pole dance, requires a lot of strength and a lot of stamina. We play a lot with expressions. We play a lot with our body movements are quite restricted, but in pole dance, our body movements has to be more flexible just because we are trying to dance around the pole.
My first pole dancing lesson was not what I expected. Because I'm a bit active and I do a bit of dancing at home, I thought I had like a good baseline to go into it, but it was far more difficult than I anticipated. There was a particular move, and I hope you guys insert it because I'm explaining it so that people can see. A 2-step move, but if you like doubt yourself halfway through, you will just not execute the move at all. I had to go in there and kind of let go of any judgment I had.
3, 2, 1. Beautiful! Yes! Ready? Bump, chin up, arch your back, and we go with our outside leg, bend it. Nice. And
My first pole dance lesson was quite hard, I would say, just because I was in the room after a long time. It was hard, but it was quite fun because I tried totally different things.
Eyes you can on the pole, then you bring both hands next to your top knee. Yeah? Never hand here, very close to your top, both knees. Second as well. So now you're going to sit on the pole and try to place your leg, your bum as well to the pole. Shouldn't be any space in between your bum and pole.
All the dance forms are different, so when you're trying something new dance, you could catch it because you're a dancer. Some dance forms are not easy to learn, such as pole. I was very excited when I went into the room. I met the instructor. She was lovely. But when we started the session, I had to sit on the pole, and I was very nervous, and I felt like I shouldn't be there. My feelings throughout the dance session was happy, nervous, sad, but very excited, and it was very mixed emotions throughout the session, I would say.
Hold here. So then your outside hand goes very low here to hold the pole. Your top hand goes on a circle, and you arch your back here to get one extra grip under your armpit here. And you're pushing with this arm back, and you're arching your back. Then you can bend your legs, you can keep them straight, up to you. I mean, bending is more cute.
I think there's a lot of surprises about pole dancing. So I don't know if there's one particular thing that surprised me the most, but I think one of the things that I went in there thinking, because you be on Instagram, you see women doing pole dancing, and generally they're in underwear, bikini, half naked, you could say. And I always thought, well, why do they have to do that? Why can't they just wear like shorts or full body clothing or whatever? And I had a conversation with the instructor, and she was basically saying like, the less clothes, the better. Not because you're trying to be overtly sexy, it's really just so you can grip the pole better. So the less clothes you have, the more you're able to grip onto the pole. Instantly at that point, I stopped thinking that those women were just trying to be overtly sexy. I thought, no, they're just trying to do better at pole dancing, and this is just what they have to do in order to do that.
I think with pole dancing, the sexual element is down to the individual. I think if a person wants to embrace their sexuality and be sexual with the pole, then allow them to do that. If a person does not, then also allow them to do that. I think it's about creating space for respect for the performer and what they want to do. We don't want to cut out sex workers because they are the mothers of pole dancing and are very important to the art form, and therefore there are a lot of pole dancers, including myself, who also like to use pole to embrace our sexuality and feel confident doing so. But I also understand that there may be people who don't feel comfortable doing that or don't wish to do that, and I think it's just about creating a space for everyone to interpret pole how they want to.
I think to the outside world looking in, if you're a pole dancer, you're a stripper, or if you're a stripper, you're a pole dancer, when that's not the case at all. There's a lot of pole dancers who have never even stepped foot inside a club, and there's a lot of strippers who have never stepped foot inside a pole studio.
There's all these kind of ideologies that people have about pole dancing and what they need to be in order to pole dance. And to be honest, you can just come as you are. The great thing about pole dancing, it literally just accepts you as you are. And that's why it's so great to watch. Everybody has their own individual style. Everybody looks different on the pole and interprets pole dancing differently based on you and how you are as a person. So I wouldn't say the only skill you need to have is to be able to come into the studio in full self, I would say. I get asked a lot by students, like, what's the average time? Like, how long is it going to take me to get good? And there isn't a single answer for that, unfortunately, or fortunately. Everybody's journey is different. So it does vary from pole dancer to pole dancer. And there's lots of different things that come into play with that. What are you doing now? Are you currently working out? Are you currently have natural body strength? Are you flexible naturally, or are you less flexible? You can't actually just start from the slip. You be quite low. Some people, they come to a class and they're really strong. Maybe they already do calisthenics or they already do yoga and they're naturally quite strong. And they go upside down. I also find mothers as well, people that have children are naturally quite strong from carrying children. They're quite strong. And then some people, they don't really have the flexibility of the strength, so it takes them a bit more time. So there isn't really a set time to get good. It kind of just based on you.
After a long time, I did learn that I still have that dancing in me, and I was able to do those steps that I was instructed to. So I did feel really empowered and really passionate about dancing again.
It's so great and it's so empowering. And as a woman and as a Black woman who walking through life doesn't always get a space where I feel like I can be my true self and I can be my strong self and not be judged for how I am. When I'm in the studio, literally I can be strong, I can be badass, I can be whatever I want to be, and no one will tell me dial yourself down a bit or that's too this or that too that. I can just have fun.
The thing about pole dancing that for me is empowering is the fact that it's literally hardcore physical activity. You have to be postured a certain way to execute moves.
I would recommend pole dancing to women, men, dogs, cats, whoever, everyone. It is such a great art form for numerous things. It's good for your health in regards to strength, cardio, flexibility, mental health, body confidence, and you gain a great community of friends as well when you join.
My views on pole dancing changed drastically. Having had experience, like first-hand experience, I definitely see pole dancing as an art form. I definitely see pole dancing as a sport as well.